name is Jordan. I am one of JDF's black belts. I've been training with him since I was about 15, so it's been a long time. So I know for a lot of you guys are like, oh my gosh. You know, I had that too when I first met him. Now it's just pretty normal, right? It's no one of those things. He makes fun of me, I make fun of him. Hey, man, dude, what's going on? Are you guys having a good time so far? Yeah! All right. But he wanted me to tell you guys that we have to cancel this panel. I'm just kidding. I'm just messing. He's on his way. You guys love to load up his line, so he's just running a little bit behind. But he's coming. He likes to make sure he takes care of each and every one of you guys. But I just got a couple of questions. I just want to mess with you guys. I just want to see who's a real Power Rangers fan or who's a real Sentai fan. Anybody watch Sentai, Super Sentai? Okay. Awesome. Okay, let's see. What is the name of the 5-part series that Tommy was introduced? Right here.
Green with Evil.
Green with Evil, that's right. Okay. What is the name of the Super Sentai season that is the counterpart for Mighty Morphin Power Rangers? Right there, Zoo Ranger. Very good, very good. How many different Rangers has JDF been? And I'm talking about canon. I'm not talking about all the little extra ones on the side. All right, you got to name them all off. Ready, go.
The green Mighty Morphin Power Ranger, the white Mighty Morphin Power Ranger, the white Ninja Power Ranger from Season 3, the red Zeo Power Ranger, the first red Turbo Ranger, and then the black Down Thunder Power Ranger.
All right, let's give him a big hand, make some noise. We're talking about. Hey. All right, oh, man of the hour right here, make some noise.
Man, thank you. Hello? Testing? Give me the microphone first.
This one.
Test. Let's do a short video. Okay, this is what I'm gonna say. All right, listen, I'm gonna say, listen. On Power Morphicon Express, unfortunately, no one showed up. Then I'm gonna pan the camera around, okay? I saw John Barrowman do this once. He's like, he's a friend of mine. I see him at a Comic-Con. He's killing it. So many people at a Comic-Con all the time. So I saw him do the shot of him saying, "Oh, I'm at this Comic-Con." Nobody showed up, so he got me for a split second. I was like, "Oh, poor guy." And then he just panned the camera, and everyone was like, "Rah!" All right, so this is for some of the haters out there. Hold it. What's up, everybody? Jason David Frank. No. All right. This is my line. Your line is when I turn around and pan, you guys go, "Yeah." All right, hold on. Okay, can I be quiet? All right, what's up, everybody? It's Jason David Frank at Power Morphicon Express in Pasadena. This is our first Express show. Man, nobody showed up. Oh, wait. Never mind. They did. Yeah. That was perfect. First of all, thank you, everybody, for coming today. We got an awesome demo team. Sam, my partner, in the back. This is, I know him as Master Kurt. He works for me at the Rising Sun Karate Gyms. He's been with me forever. Master Sprague in the back. He's got crutches, unfortunately. He had a bit of an injury, but he's got the demo team going on today that you're going to get a chance to see. He's also my partner in the karate school. Been with me forever. We got 2 schools out here, Pearland, and then we operate one in Atascocita, and they both run it. And Nicole, wherever she's at, she's running around somewhere. Blue shirt. She runs the Pearland location. We got DJ Trey over there, which we didn't have an after party, but next time we'll put something together. He's the best DJ around the world there. And wait, hold on. Let me work around the room. Then we got, not only do I know him as Master Kurt, then we got another DJ here right now. Tell him about it. It's the shirt that we have.
Oh, that's right. My name is Sensei DJ at nighttime. So I teach karate during the day. I spin your tracks at night. That's what I do. That's right. And also start a promotion company called Throat Punch Promotion. So just look out for it if you live in the Houston area. We're going to be out here throwing big, awesome parties for you guys. So I hope to see some of you guys there pretty soon. I got some shirts here too, and maybe I'll give some free shirts out. Who wants a free shirt?
Everybody wanting the free stuff. Give me something free.
It's
They
free,
don't
right?
care.
Why not?
Even if they get hit in the head with a shirt, they love it. I got Jay. He's a friend of mine. He's also a police officer, but he's volunteering his time to help me out today. Also, a real MMA fighter, which is great. And I don't know, Dave's out of the room now, but he's a real MMA fighter, which is awesome as well. So he's got not only the skills, but he's got a gun and a badge. I would have lost that a day ago. And then we have Scott. He is my partner in the Power Morphicon Express. He owns Power Morphicon in Los Angeles. And the thing about Scott, what I love about his passion, is that when he first started this show, and this is the reason why I picked Pasadena. I know it's kind of weird, but the reason why is a good luck charm for me in my head because he started the show in Pasadena, California. And that's where the first Power Morphicon was. I remember going to his event years ago. You know, great fan, probably owns one of the biggest collections of all times. And I've known Scott for a very long time. And then I found out he lives literally like right next door to my dad. All these years, like literally. I say, Scott, and I look, where do you live? What? I could wave to him outside my dad's backyard. My mom and dad's been there forever, so he's in the same area, which is pretty cool. So we, long time ago, I think it was an April Fool's thing that Scott posted on Instagram and said, hey, Power Morphicon is coming to a city near you. And everyone's like, oh my God, I can't believe this. This is amazing. And they were like, hey, it's an April Fool's joke. But a lot of people loved it. And so, you know, we have some plans to do future shows. This is obviously the first one. That's the Express. So we kind of worked out kinks. But what I need to know is that if you guys had a good time, good experience so far. Yes? Because if you haven't, and sometimes anything we can do to make things run a little bit smoother, we'd love to appreciate it. I know everyone worked super hard to get this show going, but it couldn't be done without you guys. You know, without the love of the fans and saying, hey, I know the fans are going to be excited about it. I mean, Rod's a friend of mine, so I don't know if you guys heard the Rod Ryan show on the 94.5 The Buzz. Who heard the Rod Ryan show on the 94.5 The Buzz? Good. I've heard a lot of people tell other people as well, so Rod's a good friend of mine. So, Rod, wherever you are, he's not in heaven. He's somewhere. He's alive. No, he's alive. Okay. So, did you guys go to the other panel before this? Yeah. So, Jenna, you got a chance to see my daughter, right? Yeah. We got some big plans for her in the future of the Power Rangers. We got a lot of good stuff going on, Bat and Sun and all that stuff. So, she's out there. She was going to sign with me, Scott, but she wanted her own booth, so we just gave her a booth over here somewhere. But anyway. So, Jordan.
Yes, sir.
Jordan knows a lot about Power Rangers. He knows a lot of stuff. He's like my go-to guy for that. Which season should we start with?
I think we should go back to the beginning.
Yeah. Is there questions you have for me before audience participation?
We're gonna do some questions.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Cool. Well, I know everybody likes hearing origins and stuff about back in the day, so why don't you just talk about your experience of like auditioning for Power Rangers and what it was like and how it turned into you staying on the show and everything.
Dave, I was talking about you were gone. Dave is another good friend of mine. Trains at the MMA school up there, teaches boxing. Dave Armas is a pro fighter as well, so he's also a good friend of mine. Man, going back to the days, I was a full-time karate teacher at the time when I got the show, and I was just telling, I think Jenna earlier, she has a sore foot, and man, that's trippy. Is the green trippy throwing you off a little bit? You look like cardboard. You look like a piece of cardboard. Turn sideways. Yeah, you're cardboard. That was a joke. I was kidding, guys. Hey, it's better. I'm kidding. You look great. It throws my eyes off.
How do you do like green screen? Like what happens?
Technically, I'm not even supposed to talk right now. I'm just going to be managed on to find out,
All right. Anyways.
So I was training full-time, got the audition. It's a longer story than that, but when I got the audition, they faxed it next door to They faxed it next door to one of the mail spots, you know, and so I was like, oh man, I got to get this fax. I'm gonna go down there and receive fax kids is where like it goes it takes forever and then a piece of paper comes out. It's not like email or text, it's the old-fashioned days. So I was back there, I ran across to get it and I slipped and I actually broke the side of my foot and cracked the side of my foot and I actually broke it. I went to the doctors and like, you need a cast. I'm like, no way, dude. I'm doing this audition. Like, I got this role. I would be a big star. I didn't say that, but I didn't get it fixed. And he said, 10 years from now, you're really gonna be sorry that you didn't fix your foot. And I was like, 10 years from now, I'm gonna be old, dude. I'm gonna be 28. Now, of course, I was 18. Now I'm lucky 28. My foot still does hurt, but got the role, auditioned, and the rest was history. But sometimes you gotta believe in yourself and who you are. Because when I had long hair and had earrings. I looked like Tommy before I was Tommy. I had long hair and I had earrings. And I went to an agency and said, hey, I want to be an actor. You know, can you guys think I could be an actor? And they said, no. You need to cut your hair. You need to look like an everyday kid. You need to take your earrings. No one's going to hire you looking like that. And I went, so they said, cut your hair, take your earrings out. Come back and we'll talk. So I felt really weird. I cut my hair, short hair. Took out the earrings, went back to the agency and I said, hey, so here I am. And they're like, no, we don't have time to represent you. Hold on, I'm on the phone. And I was like, I cut my hair. Here I am. Like, we don't have time to represent you. We're not signing contracts. So I was pretty persistent about getting the role. I said, sir, I can't. And they said, here, just take this. Let's call it even. And it was a script called Phantoms. And then that's what I basically had then, the Phantom script that I had. They faxed the new sides because I read for Zach. Tommy wasn't around back then. And that's when I went to go get the sides to audition and all that stuff. And then I got the role. And then, they wanted their money, which I said, I'm happy to give you money even though you didn't want me. And then they tried tricking me again. And they sued me. I'm young. I'm 18 in Hollywood. I represent myself. I'm my own attorney now. I don't know what I'm doing. I won a lawsuit. That case got dismissed. The next thing was the rest was history. But people should believe in you before the numbers come. They should believe in you before the numbers come. They should believe in your show before you count the numbers and go, oh, our Morphicon Express is a great show. Let me see how many people. Versus, oh, there's only 10. That show stinks. Right? I believe in myself. I believe in you guys. And the rest, I guess, became history. And here we are, 25, 26 years later.
So let me get this straight. You were supposed to read for Zach?
No. Tommy wasn't around, so all they gave me was Zach's roles. So I had
So you're
Walter.
supposed to be black?
Well, I thought I was, man. So someone said something. I was like, I said, yo, Zordon. He did hot. And they said, you be Tommy. I said, all right, that's cool. They
Chill out,
said,
man, chill out.
you be the crazy guy with all the girlfriend problems. Okay. Tommy got all the girls, man, all the problems. Kimberly got all Tommy's money in the first breakup.
The formula worked. I mean, they kept recycling that. Well, I know originally that was supposed to be, you were only supposed to do the 5 episodes, correct?
Yeah.
So what led to them keeping you on?
Well, they did the 5 miniseries, and then they had a couple more, I think maybe another 4 or 5 other episodes, Japanese footage that they were going to do and say, okay, at least a minimum, a maximum of 10. Like, we'll figure out what's going on in between there, and I was happy. I was ready to do it. I think Tommy's character was just so powerful because, bye guys, he was so powerful because he was a loner kid. And that's kind of, honestly, that's kind of how it was as a kid anyway in school. It was like I mind my own business. I wore my Wolverine shirts. I collected my comics. I had a few kids make fun of me. I learned to defend myself really quick for the Wolverine shirt. And he became popular, and I was very passionate about what I did. I never looked at, oh, how much money you're going to pay me. I looked at the work. When I was hired, I was like, man, I will do this for free. Like, I love it. I didn't know anything of Japanese footage at the time. I just saw a costume, so I was like, wow, this is going to be great. Green at that time, it's 26 years ago, wasn't the color you wear, you know what I mean? Like, you don't paint a green car, you don't have green shoes, because if you did, you're like, whoa, who's this guy coming in with green stuff? So I like green, it stood out. And then, through a period of time, when they moved me, I just saw Brad Hawkins. I actually did the first Cybertron pilot to sell VR Troopers. They said, hey, you're gonna die on the show, but not in a nice way. We don't want to hurt kids' feelings. And they said, we want you to do this new show called Cybertron. So I filmed the pilot, sold that around the world, and then when the Green Ranger ran out of powers, people started writing in notes, hey, we need to bring this guy back. People were calling networks saying, hey, my kid won't eat, he won't sleep because he lost the powers. So they started calling the networks, yeah. So then I came back as the White Ranger. And then the rest was history again. And then we ran out of footage. And then I became the Zeo Ranger. And then I ran out of footage and became the Red Turbo. And then I ran out of footage, then I was Dino Thunder. And then they ran out of footage and no more reunion episodes. And then we started Lord Draken. We got our own footage.
Well, cool. I got one more for you,
Yeah.
just to not backtrack too much. But what did you experience doing the first movie, and what was the differences between doing that and the show?
Well, we were hard workers on the show. I'm a hard worker, period. I think all these guys are. I mean, we teach classes night and day, sick or not, we'll get through it. So the difference was the TV show, I mean, we had a decent sized budget, but it wasn't huge. So, you know, we weren't used to like chairs like this, you know. I mean, we work all the time. I was like, I'll do the stunts, I'll do this, dress me in the helmet, because we ran out of Japanese footage, so I dressed as the Green Ranger fighting Jason in the Dark Dimension. I was doing everything. And in the movie, they don't let you do all that. So first thing I saw were like all these chairs. I'm like, what are those for? For actors to sit in. For what? Like, I got ADD, I can't just sit around. Like, I'm gonna get myself in trouble.
That is the truth.
Johnny can tell you those stories. Bigger budget and slow. We would shoot about 10 to 15 pages a day on Power Rangers. In a movie, you're lucky to film 1 page a day of dialogue. So if you got 90 pages, you're about 90 days into it, if not longer. So we were there about 4 or 5, 6 months. Nobody can make up their mind. Do they want the visors in? Do they want their visors out? So we'd film with the visors off. And then it was like so dumb. Then they put the visors back in. Then we filmed with the first Delcia. And we got rid of her and hired someone else. And then we got rid of her and put the first Delcia back in the movie. So the difference was so much money that they wasted on it. I would be like, hey man, can you fix my boot? And they're like, sorry sir, that's not my department. I'm like, just fix it. Just a wardrobe, he's a boot chain. I'm like, dude, you could have done it by the time we done it. Just pull it. So that was the difference. Like, sorry, it's not my department.
Cool.
And the suits, 50
Heavy.
pounds. 50 pounds, the suits. Guys, you guys can make better cosplay now with EVA foam than real rubber tire. We made those suits out of real shaved rubber tires on a car. They were 50 pounds. They're like, okay, do a kick. I felt like, put this on, let me see you kick. And everybody just wants to sit there and go a little higher. It's like, okay, come on. So the suits were really heavy and hot. But they looked cool, but they were just heavy and useless.
Cool. Well, when you left the first time after Turbo, what did you feel? Were you just ready to kind of go on to your next part of life, or did you kind of feel empty when, you know, because you've been on the show for so long consistently?
Yeah, I always had martial arts to fill that void. We worked so hard on Power Rangers. I had all my other friends. Too many people were coming and going and changing cast, and it just got so confusing for me. So I just, you know, going to the original stuff was great, and then it was a good addition to get Johnny and Steve and Catherine, and then people started comparing, like, well, she's not Kimberly, and he's not this one. So it was like, oh my God. So I couldn't afford more people leaving, so I just took a break, and I think it all worked out for what it is, because there's never like what ifs. You know what I mean? I think it was my calling at that time to make all the proper choices in life to build you to become a better person. Sometimes you're like, I wish I never did that. I wish I never got beat up as a kid. Well, hey, I did, and now I don't get beat up no more. There's a difference. If that never happened, I want to learn to defend myself. So everything we go through in life, it builds us to who we are. So to go back and fix things might miss up the timeline a little bit. You know what I mean? So I'm happy to get through with whatever I got through, and it made me to, I guess, who I was today.
Awesome. Well, how did it feel to get called back to do that? I think was that a fan favorite when he came back?
It's so funny, man, because now it is, but back then you don't understand. Like the thing that people don't understand is Power Rangers has never been off the air. Never. The longest running show, biggest kid show in history, and SpongeBob's never been off either. But I'm just saying, like, you know, you have the biggest running kid show of all times, and you know, just to see it continue. And so when I got Dino Thunder, it was a big thing. Disney was in charge now, and I'm like, okay, Disney, you know, you're changing helmets up and all this random stuff. So when I went back, it was kind of jumping through hoops to get it. But then I went back and it's Dr. Oliver, and I was like, this is cool. All the cast knew who I was. I could not get one interview after I did Dino Thunder. That's where these guys worked for me in Summerwood. Remember, right after Dino Thunder, I opened schools out here in Summerwood and then in Tascasita. And I thought someone clapped, but it was just a helmet class. Please, sir, don't clap. No, it's just a helmet class. So anyway, I couldn't get one interview because back then, no one really cared. People were like, oh, is Power Rangers still on? Are you still doing that show? I was like, yeah, it's always been on. So I was there to boost ratings up because the ratings were dropping really bad. And as you can see, the ratings dropped and Saban bought it back. it was cool going back. It was just different because we were filming I was filming in Los Angeles, filming in Valencia, and then we went to New Zealand to film. So it was different going over there, but it was fun. It was good going, being back. That's what happens when you have like a car and it becomes old and your wife's like, that's a piece of junk. Get that out of your garage. And it's 15 years old and then 18 years. That's a piece of junk. All of a sudden it's 20 years old. Now it's worth money. She's like, honey, let's sell that car and go on a vacation. And now you like the car? Well, it's a classic. Who doesn't like classic stuff?
Well, I got a question for you guys as well. Who was pumped when Superpower Beatdown came out? How did you feel doing that? What was that like?
Superpower Beatdown was great. We did the White Ranger versus Scorpion. We did the Green Ranger versus Ryu. Yeah. And then, of course, I worked on Ninjak. I played Bloodshot. Vin Diesel just filmed a movie, but that's coming out soon. The whole world will know about it. I played Bloodshot on that, and then we're going back to do other stuff. The thing is, Aaron, I really didn't know Aaron as a director at all. He just said, hey, I have this fan film, and I was like, okay. And he's like, yeah, will you help? And I'm, okay, man, I'll help you out. I didn't know who he was. I didn't care. I didn't Google him. I just wanted to protect the White Ranger character to make sure that it was me, not just a fan film. And I did that, and then the rest was history again. So I believed in Aaron before I Googled his like I was saying, you got to believe in someone. I believed in him before I Googled who he was. Then in fact, he's like, did you see my work? And I'm like, yeah, man. He's like, did you see it? What did you think? And I was like, oh, look, I'll get back to you. And then I Googled, I saw Wolverine versus Predator, and I saw like 6 million or 7 million, some ridiculous amount of numbers, and I had to double check what the 7M, was. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. I had to double check the M's, and then I was like, wow, he's got a lot of views, and then I loved it, of course, and then, the rest was history. And then Albert, who's doing photo ops today, I don't know if you guys got a photo op after this, but Albert, who's doing it, is the director of my JDF Spoken Truth poems. He's the director, and then Esteban is here. Esteban, are you here?
Hi, Esteban.
Where are you?
Oh,
I'm paying you for behind the scenes, and you ain't in here? Hey, you want me? I'll pay you for behind the scenes. Sure, film. You're not in here. Anyway, but he's also does the JDF Spoken Truth, and so anyway, when you see him, he's a great director. My point was believing in people before you have to see what they do, and so it was good. Whatever question, I have ADD after that.
Well, fast forward to the present, all the diehard fans. Let's talk about Lord Dragon.
Yeah.
You guys like Lord Dragon? Yeah. How did that come about, and where's it going now?
Kyle Higgins, he's out there. He doesn't have a banner, forgot his banner, but Kyle's out there. He's the creator of Lord Dragon. He's the creator of Boom Comics. He's the writer. He's a genius. He's out there. You can stop to see him. We did a Shattered Grid, Lord Draken. He created a half Green Ranger and a half White Ranger who's evil. And that's kind of where it's at. He can jump morphin grids. He can go to different places. His goal is to destroy Tommy in every universe, is to kill Tommy in every universe so he can become the ultimate god. Lord Draken thinks he's the ultimate god ranger. And so he killed Tommy in issue 25. The Boom Comics, and everyone's like, I'm so sorry to hear. I'm like, dude, I'm Lord Draken. It doesn't matter who killed me. It's me. Sorry, Lord Draken. Cool, I'm not. I like him. So, but yeah, and we'll see what happens. I mean, it's been, the video game came out. That's got a lot of Lord Draken stuff in the video game. A lot of cool surprises for the fans to come with Lord Draken. But he's become really popular, and but Kyle's out there. If you want to say hi to him, he's the creator of the whole Shattered Grid and the whole Boom universe. And he's tied all the universes together, different seasons that people might not know that are now valid, because of him, because he's tying in different seasons.
Cool. Well, I know you guys probably got your own questions that you want to ask, correct? Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to try to fit in. I know, calm down. I'm going to try to fit in as many as I can. What I'm going to do is I'm going to set up a mic right here, and then I'll just, I'm going to randomly, so y'all don't think I'm discriminating or anything. I'm going to randomly pick you guys. You guys come up to the mic, ask your question. Let's keep them brief. Don't ask him for another life story. He doesn't want to do that. I was in Toronto with him a little while ago, and this guy came up and sang the whole intro to one of the Power Rangers series, and we're just sitting there like, bro. So don't be that person, okay? Because whatever you do, remember, we're going to record it. It's going on YouTube. We will comment, okay?
So speaking of YouTube, do you guys all follow me on JDF FFA YouTube? So I have these spoken truth poems. I've been writing poems for like 10 years, and I never really told anyone. So anyway, I decided just to film them. So I got Albert and we got recording it and all this other stuff. So Walls just came out late last night, which is today. Talks about wearing a mask in life, how we're dealing with life and struggles and depression and ADD. It deals with everyday things. So I released a poem called Walls that just came out today. So if you guys want to go to YouTube, JDFFFN, to see it, it's a serious side of me, but I think it's something that we can all relate to, because in life we got to put the face on and we got to put our walls up and not be so vulnerable. So it was really hard to allow those walls to come down and for me to film these and let you see a little bit of the struggles that we deal with. But that's the difference. I feel like I like doing that with you guys, because I don't sit up here any difference in a suit and tie and feel that I'm better and bigger than anyone. We're all the same, and that's why I relate to a lot of my fans, that we all have struggles, no matter who you are. Even kids, we all have struggles, but it's the difference of how we get through the struggles in order to continue with life. You know what I mean? And thanks for my shoes, by the way. He made me some awesome shoes. They're on the table on display. I think I posted them, but if not, I'm going to. But awesome shoes. He made me some Bloodshot shoes too that are just like so sick. So.
But real quick, y'all see this suit though?
Hey, first time I'm wearing pink, man. Like I never wore pink before, and I was like, I gotta step outside the box. That's why sometimes I'm such a standard guy. Like when the poems, I was like, oh no, and I wrote like 60 of them. And Catherine and Okia, they're like big supporters of it. Like, hey, Jason, you should. I was like, no, Cat, you should. People want to see that side. Nah. But stepping outside the box sometimes feels good. Bro. Thank you.
All right, cool. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pick about 3 of y'all at a time, so that way y'all can kind of make your way down here, so we're not waiting for you to get all over everybody's face. All right, right here. 1, 2, 3. Come right. This is y'all right here. One question. I will cut you off in a funny way.
This is my 4th time meeting me, Jason and Frank. I met him 3 times in my hometown, Miami, Florida. Timothy Day, yes, I am.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Nice. Back in 2013, first went. My question is, since about Lord Tricon, where he takes over the Power Ranger universe and everything, when you got to the 25th anniversary of Ninja Steel, it's something. Were you like upset? Were you like upset? Did you?
Just short and
Did you feel?
I will answer these questions. I will answer every question you have, and then, when it's too late, when you're powerless and exposed, you will realize the truth. They could have been gods. All right, go ahead.
Oh, here's Esteban. We were trying to say hi to everybody. Here's Esteban. Raise your hand. He does all the poems and all. I'm trying to say hi to you. I said I hired him from behind the scenes, but who's gone? Okay.
My question is, did you kind of felt upset when you found out they made a new villain that sounds similar to Lord Dracon and Super Ninja Steel, Lord Draven, who tried taking over the Power Ranger universe?
No, I wasn't mad. It was just, they say it was ironic. I mean, I talked to Kyle about it too. It was like, it confused me. Lord Draken, the Lord whatever. Draven, yeah, trust me. I was confused. You don't think I'm confused? I was like, Draken? What? Have you ever talked to yourself? Don't answer that. I have. Plenty of times.
Because I was heartbroken because I really wanted to see Lord Dracon in the anniversary taking over the universe.
I know, but it's never too late. You never know what happens.
All right, thank you for your question. We appreciate it.
Thank you, buddy.
Next up.
Hey JDF, tell us about how you became Silver Bear and We Bad Bears.
Yeah. So there's a show called We Bear Bears. It's on Nickelodeon. And you guys Network. Huh? Cartoon Network. Whatever. Same thing. For kids. It's on Cartoon Network. Who knows the show? Anybody? We Bear Bears? Who does not know the show? Who has not seen it? Okay, guys. If you're a Power Ranger fan, it's so funny. Go see it. It's called Imaginary Friends. These 3 bears, it's a real popular show on Cartoon Networks. 3 bears create an imaginary friend, and this imaginary friend gets them in trouble because they're like, let's do karate, and let's beat people up, and then on the end they're like, man, we gotta kill you. We gotta get rid of you and our imaginary friend. And they actually just get rid of me because I become so bad to them. They're like, over there, let's fight this big crazy monster. We are bears. So it's kind of a spoof of Power Rangers, and it's called Imaginary Friend. I just got that role. Someone called up and said, hey, we want you to do the voice of Silver Bear and Black Bear. So I even got the, it's dope.
Cool, thank you for your question. Next up.
Hello, I was wondering, do you think whenever
whenever he started going, Lord Draken started going into other universes, that they started doing like the movie The One with Jet Li, like how he would go and
Yeah, that's right. I never thought about it like that. I really like the story with Draken. I mean, I would be excited to play that role. I mean, he's you can go anywhere with that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Especially jumping morphin grids and all that. But if you guys read the books, you will see kind of where Lord Draken goes and his future and stuff like that. But I never thought about it, but it would be cool.
Cool. All right, let me get 3 more. Right here in the hat, right up the, yep, you. Right here. Yep, number 4, let's go. Hey, does that work?
Yes?
No, this one. This one.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm a already. So.
Hi, Jason, David, Frank.
Hi.
I'm Scott.
Hi, Scott.
You remember me from last year when we got our picture?
Uh-huh.
I was going to ask, what color did you think you looked best in?
You know, I don't even think of it like that. What color do you think I look best in?
Black.
That's right.
Thank you. Black Ranger was a really good Ranger because I like just wearing black. I never stepped outside of the box. So when I was a Black Ranger, I'm like, cool, just give me black pants, black shirt, black jacket. And then they dressed me as like, I don't know. I mean, I guess I had a tie and they dressed like I was collecting dinosaur bones and stuff.
Yeah. Thanks for your question.
All right. My question is, which season was your favorite to work on?
Ooh, they all blend together. Mighty Morphin was fun. I liked working with my brother as well on Zeo. David Triphart,
Yeah.
he played with my brother on Zeo. He's supposed to be the Gold Ranger, and then he messed everything up. I was like, Eric, I won't do that. If you ask for more money, you go to a peace conference. You go to a peace conference, my friend.
Thank you.
How you doing? My question is, whenever you first started Power Rangers and everything, like from day one, and did you ever like feel like competitive to your Sentai counterpart?
You know, I didn't. I watched a little bit of that.
Oh, hold on.
I caught it.
Okay. Good catch, good save. Now he's mad. He's like, I don't care. I'll beat you with the tripod leg.
For real.
All right. What was I saying?
Security. No, I'm just kidding.
What's your question, dude?
Oh, sorry about that. Okay, allow me to repeat it. Sorry about that. But my question was like, from day one of Power Rangers, Mighty Morphin, of course, like when you saw like the Super Sentai, Zeo Rangers, like have you been competitive? Like did you saw like I need to do better than this or want to be like at that
No, they
level?
just wouldn't show us anymore. We saw it for the first week or two. We're like, wow, that's cool. Show us more. That's what we want to do. Sorry, you can't in America. Well, how come we can't do that? Can't in America. Can't kick in the head. Can't show blood. Can't do this. Can't be violent. We're like, then don't show us no more. Because whatever you're showing us, you're making us use this much of it. We want the drama. We want, when the Green Ranger like died, and I was like, cool, let me see it. They're like, oh, it's not gonna be like that. We're just gonna go like. And I said, what do you mean we're just gonna go? Well, we're just gonna blow out a candle, so don't show me that then, because that's it, done. Green Ranger over. How would you like for your life to end like this? Okay, then, my friend.
Cool. Thank you. Let me get 3 more.
Thank you.
Right up there, right up top, right here, and right here. Yeah.
We'll get your question last too, though. Okay? We'll get your question.
Right here?
Yeah, she had a question a little bit later. Where's everybody?
I know. Where'd y'all go?
You ever seen that Arby's? We have Arby's. You ever seen that Arby's roast beef commercial where they're like, it's a commercial where it's like, where is everybody? Where is everybody? And he's all freaking out. He's like, excuse me, where is everybody? And he's like, Arby's roast beef sale. I think of that every time. I'm random. So I said, where is everybody? I think of Arby's. It's so drilled in my head.
Arby's, there's a way.
Go ahead.
How was it like working with Kyle Higgins on the best book, Soul of the Dragon?
Oh, Kyle did great. It was funny. Kyle was talking about, I forgot to tell him, he was talking about, well, this guy drew me in a comic book, and he kind of drew me out of shape looking and stuff, and I felt like telling Kyle, Kyle, you drew me, and you said old like 3 or 4 or 5 times in the book. I was reading it, it's like, I may be older. Something about being old. I called Kyle, I said, Kyle, I get it. You said old 3 times. You don't need to say no more in the book. Because like I do have like, I tweak my back, and so he's a friend of mine, so in the book, he tweaks his back, and I'm like, okay, Kyle, all right, that's enough. But Soul of the Dragon was great.
It's like when you said Back in Black. I may be old, but I can still pull it off.
Maybe old, but I can still pull it off.
Thank you.
Hey, you're a black belt. Yes. You know how I know that you train, no matter where you train. We got great schools around the world and great schools here. But number one fear in America. What is the number one fear in America? Public speaking. And this kid already come up, he don't even care. So I can tell that he's been ingrained with these. And that's what we do at our karate schools, is that we want to teach kids how to be like this, like to come up and talk, not just punch, kick, and block. But I saw that from day one.
Alright, so
No
number
more
one
questions.
rule, always be like
Hey, bud. No more questions. We're done. No more questions, man.
Alright,
No more.
so I
He's
know.
like me with the audition. Give me an audition. Huh? We can go, huh? Okay, go ahead.
Alright, so I know you did a cameo in the newest Power Ranger movie that was in theaters. So I know everybody really knows that there's going to be a Green Ranger.
Yeah.
Are you going to be playing a Green Ranger in the movie?
Tell us the truth.
Have you seen? You want the truth? You want the whole truth, but nothing but the truth? You can't handle the truth! That was I forgot which movie.
A Few Good Men.
To be honest, the truth, I don't know. I wish I knew. Once Hasbro bought the brand, I do know this, that they're probably not going to proceed on the Green Ranger series or Shattered Grid at this point. But I will tell you this, that there's going to be a gap for the next content for the next year and a half or 2 years. So we want to step up and bring the fans something, at least to suppress their appetite in the meantime. So we're working on stuff. I'm working on stuff. So that's what I want to do for Tommy. But I don't know about it. And you think if I knew, ma'am, you think I'd be like this in the movie? And little did you know, little did you know of me in the movie, I was taking a selfie with myself. Think I care about the Zord? I was like, oh, bam, look at me, Kimberly and you. Oh, what's going on over there? Oh, Zord! No, we don't know yet. And I don't even think Hasbro knew. But if they did use us a little bit more, they would be in a better position than they are now. I'll tell you that. That movie would have made way more money.
Now we got time. Go ahead.
Hey, I'm a big fan of your MMA career, and I was just wanting to know how many martial arts do you actually know?
Well, when I started in martial arts, I trained at a school called Red Dragon Karate, and my instructor was Chris Casamassa, and he was actually played the Scorpion. Yeah, he played Scorpion in the original the Scorpion Mighty Morphin Scorpion, the original Mortal Kombat. He played Scorpion in it, so I came from that type of school. American style at that point, all I knew as a kid, I didn't know the style, so I know weapons, I know nunchucks, I know kung fu, I know like marikis, broadswords, all these different things I knew, and I didn't know what exactly I knew at that point, but I did know when I would go places, and my dad was like, my son trains, like, well, my son trains too, and he's a black belt, and I'm like, oh, great, maybe your kids should spar a little bit, and then I would win, and maybe your kid should do something, and then I would do weapons, and they're like, man, I'm a black belt, you do weapons too? I said, yeah, I do it all. So at that time it was an American blend, so it's a combination of everything. Base style up there, Japanese Shotokan is also a black belt in Kung Fu, and we do Jiu-Jitsu and Muay Thai, so a little bit of everything. And it's just taking the best of everything and making it into one complete awesome shape. You know what I mean? So, but that's so there's a lot. I mean, if I name them, I don't know. There's some styles that, like GKD, I love doing the GKD, and then it leads to other stuff. But at our schools, we're a blend. So we just want to teach the kids the best of everything, from the kicks, to the punches, to the wrestling, to the jiu-jitsu. You need it all in any kind of street self-defense situation or anything that you need into the ring as well. So, but basically we say 7 different styles mixed together.
Cool, thank you. All right, we're now running out of time real quick. I have a quick question.
Right here, though.
Right here?
Yes.
Right here? Oh, okay, come on. Just point at the wrong ones. Get it all the way down there.
Hi. How old are you?
6.
6? Wow, good job. Coming up on the
I'm a
microphone.
boy.
Yeah, I know, I figured that. I caught myself. You know why? Because when I was 3, when I was 3, I had really long hair. I could show you baby pictures. And what annoyed my dad all the time, said, cute little girl, cute little girl. And I said that, I was like, it's backfired. I'm a boy, I'm that guy. I like your hair.
I wanted to ask you when you're going to make a little Dragon Ball video.
Dragon Ball Z?
No!
Oh, I Okay, so I'm going to Dragon Ball to call Chris and say, yeah, what about that thing you promised me in Dragon Ball Z? That's the truth, that's the truth, that's the truth. You want the truth? You want the whole truth? You can't handle the truth. Lord Draken? Lord Draken movie? Ah, well, we'll have to wait and see.
Sound like a little pig.
Sound like what? Teletubby? Do you know Teletubbies?
Thanks, buddy.
Alright, thank you. Give me high five, high five.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bam! Thank you. Thank you, buddy.
All right, guys. Well, thank you guys for coming out. But why don't you guys give yourselves a big hand today for coming out? But real quick, before we go, I got a quick question. Does anybody have a power morpher I can borrow real quick? Rick, come here.
Let's see if this one's made cheap. I'm just saying, that's what's going to happen. I know these toys like the back of my hand. That's the reason why Hasbro is now owning the toys. So if, and this will happen with Johnny Bosch, everybody that wants to be like, I want to morph with you, it's morphin' time, the coin will pop out. Okay? The only way to do this, the proper way, without the coin popping out, is this. I will do it in slow motion, and then you will see what I'm doing. Morphin' time. Pay attention to the button so the coin don't come out. Most people just too excited now. They're like pushing the button. They're like, right? You push and then pop. So the coin stops. Let's see if it works now. Right. It's morphin' time. Dragon Sword. Now, let's watch all you people. Let's watch all you people that are excited to morph with me. All right, let's do it. It's morphin' time. All right, I gotta get a video. And yeah, the next time we spar, watch.
I did that for you guys.
He sacrificed himself literally for you guys. I will post it on Instagram. You'd be like, poor guy. Why? No, I didn't. Okay, hold up. We are done with the Q&A. Back to Power Morphicon Express. You guys have been awesome. All right. Thanks for hosting. Anything you want to tell everyone?
It's morphin' time.
It's morphin' time. Guys, I have a photo op at 2 o'clock today. Great photos. Amazing. Some of the best photos I've seen. Not just because he's the director on my Spoken Truth, but check out the Spoken Truth, JDF, FFN. I'll see you over there. Now listen, I'm not going nowhere, but we have a lot of good things happening today. The Rise to Sun Karate Demo Team, which is my team, will be performing out here, I think, at 3:45. 3:45, right in the bleachers area. You got to see it. These kids worked hard. I'll be signing at the table all day today. I'm not going nowhere. But much love to everybody. Thank you guys, all my students, all my fans, everybody. You guys are awesome. Questions and answers. And now I have to go. Drop the mic.
All right, guys, just so you know, right here in the next 15 minutes, we're going to do the Time Force reunion. I'm going to be heading that one too. So if y'all want to go get something, come right back. Or if you want to save your seat, we'll be right back in here with the Time Force crew right in a second, all right?